Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family. This is Kelly again. Yes, you're getting a two for today because I thought of another question I'd like to ask you. As you can see, there are quite a few microjets of our friend KC, Tempest Knives. That was his last drop since he's in honor of him getting ready to do another drop on the 10th for his downdraft. Do you have a tendency to collect the same knife in different variations? Now, for those of you that know me, which is a good portion of you, know me and my husband both like knives. And as you can see, there's multiples of the same thing. Well, these are Brian's, and he does have the blue Knives Fast edition also. However, he has it at work today. When I went in there, there was a nice little missing spot where the blue one normally is. So he's taken it to work. Now, those of you may not know, this one did not come this way. It came with the silver that's on the Ultim. I originally bought the Firestorm edition because this is the main one I wanted. I had to have this one. Yes, I had to have it. So I picked this up. Then Brian saw it, got it in his hand because he was afraid of it being too small for him because he does have bigger hands than I do. But he's able to just barely get his pinky on it. And when he chokes up on it, he gets all full 4 fingers without an issue. However, so then the first one that he got was the blue Knives Fast edition. I got this and I'm like, oh man. I kept looking at the carbon fiber one. I said, I really like that carbon fiber one, but I wish it was all blacked out. And that's when KC mentioned that, and I was sitting there thinking, okay, the black hardware and everything else should fit. All these should be interchangeable. But the inside dimensions on the titanium versions compared to the carbon fiber and Ultim versions are different. You cannot change those out between those two. But titanium to titanium you can, and the Ultim to the carbon fiber you can swap those two out. So I picked up the carbon fiber and the Ultim and proceeded to swap them out. Now you can probably imagine what happened after that. Brian liked the all blacked out version really well, so guess what we did? Oops, sorry. Come on. We sat there and did it again, and I swapped out the hardware and the blade for him, so he has an all blacked out version. We've only been able to come across one silver one. You know what? We may have a second one. I may have it in my to be anodized pile. So that may be, I may actually have one of these also. Just putting it out there. I'm not 100% sure because there are multiple knives I have in the anodize. I got a jet stream over there to do, so I might have one of these also. But my question to you guys, do you have a tendency to like one specific design knife, exact same knife, that you want to get every variation of? Whether it's scale differences, blade differences, the actual metal that the blade's made with, whatever the reason is, but they're all the same knife. Do you do that? You see, me and Brian, of course, have multiples of the same knife. Those were his. Those were mine. Now, another smock knives. Me and Brian both like the design, and the aftermarket scales, there are some really cool ones out there. I got this for me, and as usual, we probably more often than not do the Lynch clips on it, but I really like this kind of Aztec-y type design. So I got this version. Then they just recently came out with this. You can tell by the pivot that it's a newer variation. This is the original smock, and this one is the different one. So be careful if you guys are picking up scales and you're deciding to do a swap on your smock. Pay attention to that. I'm just telling you. But this is just gorgeous. I have a thing for all blacked out blades. Barely get it in there. For all blacked out blades and purple and black. Those are my two biggies. Sorry, they're oil from where we keep it. And the matting underneath it. So those two were mine. And Brian liked it, and he got this scale. Really liked it. I came across it. I forget where we picked it up from. But this set of scales he loved. And he's like, yes, I want those. Of course, another clip. And then this one, we came across these scales. And me and him both really liked those scales. But since I already had two, no, I had one. I let him have the second one. Because this is the blacked out version is our most recent purchase. This became his thing. And you can see we have the kind of faded color from Lynch for that. Now we have 4 of these. 2 for Brian, 2 for me, and the main reason is we love the smock, but we wanted the scales, the different scales. Is it ridiculous to buy a new knife just because you want to put a certain set of scales on them? Yeah, but we did it. So you figure there's that. And there's Brian's. And there's a lot of overlap because me and Brian like the same knives. Now, the Nimble. I absolutely love it. Love them, hate them. Speed holes, I don't mind them for the most part. Some of them I don't like as well as other ones. But this knife, the Nimble, is gorgeous. It's a great size. Yes, we did get the aftermarket. It fits my hand perfectly. Choked up, it's even better. You can get a good purchase. My thumb just catches the end of the jimping. Awesome knife. I absolutely love it. Of course, it has the purplish, bluish, blurple maybe coloring that just is great. And here lately, I've been on me and Brian both have been on kind of a green kick. And we were able to get this. We got, you figure that one. There we go. Come on, come in. 69 of 200 is what that one was numbered. So these are limited. This one, 10 of 100. And with the black and the Damascus and the green, don't you love that snap? The action on these are phenomenal. But I couldn't resist getting that one also. So, 2 different, same exact knife for all intents and purposes, different materials. Different blade color, different handle material, so on. Now, my Rockstead. I got this from USA Made Blades. It's kind of a fade anodized. I know it doesn't always show up real well on the camera, but the tactile is awesome. This is the Magna Cut variation. And that's the Rockwall, in case you didn't know what it was. I love this knife. It's a good little carrier. It's relatively small. It kind of disappears into your pocket when you're carrying it, but it's still a really good size. Fits the hand well. Has jimping to catch you on with the thumb. It's just a good slicer. Now, I was extremely happy with this. I mean, I really love the size. My husband wanted the bigger one, so we got him the Maverick. But this, now, like I said, I don't think they have them anymore. That's been a while ago since we bought that. Well, TPK, Traditional Pocket Knives, Austin was having a sale last year sometime. And this is one of his exclusives of the tactile rock wall. And like I've mentioned earlier, I have the same for all blacked out knives. And the pricing on it was stupidly cheap. And even though I really wasn't planning on picking up a second one, I couldn't resist getting it. Like I said, it's an awesome knife, and it's one that I had to add to my collection just because the pricing was right. So, another batch of mine. Now, this one will tease somebody. He really likes this Rick Hinderer half track of mine. And unfortunately, this one, unless God forbid something seriously happens bad in my life, is going to stay in my collection. But it checks all my boxes. The size, the red. Could I've had purple? Yes, but I think the red just looks so good on that. I did get an aftermarket clip because I'm not crazy about Rick Hinderer's clips, but that's just a me. But you figure this is an S45VN, and if you haven't ever had a Hinderer, you really should check one out. I know they're on the pricey side, but they are solidly built. These are literally meant to be a carry every day, use and abuse, and put them through its paces. It just really, really is a good knife. I like the Harpoon, the Spanto blade. It's just a super nice knife. And that one I was extremely happy with and was fine with that. Then I came across this half track. Anybody that knows me knows I have animals. I have a dog and a cat right now at this stage of the game. I like puppers. I love kitty cats, even if they're evil. But especially if they're evil, let's be honest. This I saw and I had to get it because the Paul ones are kind of a special edition with Hinderer, and coming across one that was a really good price, I couldn't resist picking it up. Oops. As you can tell, I don't really have it worked in yet because this is an older variation that is not their tri-way. This is on washers. So it needs to be worked in more. I don't carry it because I just really don't want to mess it up any more than it may already be. But, you know, another Spanto. It's not the Harpoon, but it is a Spanto. Like I said, if you haven't picked up a Hinderer, I do suggest you do it. So, what's your reasons? If you do you have multiples of the same exact knife? What's the reason you pick them up? Is it just because you get a really good deal and you can't resist it? Do you like the knife so well, the way it's made, the shape, the size, everything else, that you just have to get every variation or even multiples of the same knife? Let me know. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment, because I'd dearly love to know your reasoning behind. Or do you think it's just a waste of money to buy more than one of the same knife? There's that also. So, let me know what you think. Do you like multiples of the same knife? Or do you prefer not to? Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'd greatly appreciate it. Goodbye.